everybody, it's Carrie with Seed to Spoon. So as I was out here feeding all the animals, I thought that I would take a few minutes to talk about something that a lot of people ask about, which is our chickens. Okay, so come on with me. We're gonna go feed some chickens and I will show you some of the different chickens that we have here on our farm. So over here we have a lot of our free rangers, and I just throw a lot of food out over here. I give them a scoop of just some regular chicken feed, a 15% protein. And then I also throw out a little bit of scratch and also some sunflower seeds, oats, things like that. So they come over here every morning. They're very, very demanding chickens. So most of these chickens out here are, I have a mixture of different chickens. So I have some Easter egger chickens, which means they lay really pretty turquoise blue eggs. And then I also have, so like right over here, these gray ones, I have some sapphire gems, and those are really good laying hens. So they lay like really religiously, like an egg a day. They're really good. Same as these red ones right over here. So these are red laying hens also, and they lay really good eggs for us every day. And those eggs are typically brown, and then also I have like a mixture of Easter egger and laying hens, because a rooster bred with a laying hen, So yeah, we have a mixture of a bunch of different ones here. Oh, I didn't mention Jersey Giants. So I also have some of these Jersey Giants, which are the really big black ones, and they are really good dual purpose. So what I mean for dual purpose is like they're really good for meat also, and they also lay eggs. So those are something that's really good to have around too. So we have 5 acres here, and these chickens pretty much have free range of wherever they want to go. Typically they just stay over on this side, so they really only go about maybe like a ½ acre to an acre over here on this side. They don't stray too far from where their food is and where they lay their eggs. And there's a hen laying an egg behind me now too. That's the noise that she's making. So if you've never tried an egg like fresh from the farm, you definitely need to. It is amazing. So it is way different than the ones you buy at the store. I feel like the ones you buy at the store are like, the color is like really dull, and then whenever you crack your first egg that you get from the farm, you'll notice like the inside, the yolk, it's like bright orange, and it is so much healthier for you, and the taste difference is just incredible. So you definitely need to try that out. So I realized earlier I talked about the negatives of having roosters around, but I never said like why we actually have roosters around. And you can hear them in the background. They're very noisy right now, but they are really helpful because they help to protect the hens. So we like to keep, oops, hey, don't move. So we like to keep at least like one rooster. Sorry, they're fighting over their favorite laying spot too. Okay, I will follow up somewhere quieter after I'm done here in a second. Okay, I thought that I would resume talking about roosters in the silky area. Well, I thought it would be quieter in here, but maybe not. Janice is a loudmouth. She's aptly named. She's named off of Janice from Friends, so yeah, that's her. Okay, I had to calm Janice down. So we are now holding Janice and Joey. So Joey is my favorite rooster, but don't tell the other roosters. So he is a silky. So these are in my ornamental chicken areas. So I call them ornamental because they are, well, first of all, look at how beautiful they are. Yes, he agrees. He says he's handsome. So they are really pretty. They do give really good eggs also. So they just don't lay quite as many eggs as the other like egg laying chickens that we have, and their eggs are a little bit smaller, but not too much. So they're still really good for eating and also hatching. So so roosters, I'll get back on that. Roosters, he's really good because he protects the hens. So especially if there's any like hawks flying overhead or anything like that, like he will crow and get everybody to shelter. And also, if you want fertilized eggs, so if you want to hatch out eggs, you will need a rooster for that also. So we keep roosters around to help protect the hens and also fertilize eggs, because we like to hatch out little baby chicks. So Joey is a silky, and then Janice over here is an Appenzeller Spitzhaven. So we have a little mixture of everything in here. I have fun with all the chickens. So although they give you smaller eggs, they still, I feel like they taste a lot better, especially if you're looking to do like hard-boiled eggs. I feel like their eggs are one of the best that you could do. So also, if you are looking for pets, I feel like these chickens are probably one of the most sweet and docile ones that you can get. Okay, I couldn't leave Princess Consuela over here out. She's a sweet girl. So most of our chickens, like I showed you before, are free rangers. They go wherever they want to. I protect these guys a little bit more just because they're really close to my heart. I love them. So they are inside. This is a dog run that we put together, and then we also cut a small hole over there, as Janice is showing you over there, where they can go back and forth between the dog run and their coop. So they go into their coop and sleep for the night, and then I lock them up, and then I come back in here in the morning and open it back up, and then they come back in here. So we got, both this dog run and that chicken coop off of Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, places like that. We try to buy like that so it's a lot cheaper because they're pretty expensive to buy brand new. So we do that, and generally we get the cheaper ones and maybe just fix up a little bit here and there. Like this coop over here, we just had to re-chicken wire one section and it was as good as new. So it's definitely cheaper to buy it that way. So I do it this way just because it protects them. We have a lot of predators here. And before we had built this dog run, we had them inside of a bigger enclosure that was open on the top. So here we have the top, you can kind of see behind me, it's covered. But before we had them just in a completely open area besides their coop, and we were losing a lot to air predators. So not necessarily the ground predators. So it was like the hawks that were coming in and taking them, and we were losing so many. So we moved them over here to be better protected. So this will help to protect them from, both the air predators as well as the predators that they face on the ground, like coyotes, raccoons, possums, things like that. So predators can be an issue with chickens, especially here where we are. So we try to keep a lot of really safe areas for the chickens to go run into if they need to. And then most of them go up into a coop at night. And if they don't go into a coop, I look at them, I make sure that they go somewhere safe. And for the most part, they're all pretty good, but you will definitely lose several to predators. So be prepared for that. But that's why we are pretty much always hatching out new babies and new chicks. So we have like a constant round of babies hatching in our shop. So I will go show you those now. Okay, so this is in the back of our shop area that we have. We have a bunch of chickens at several stages. Up here I have one of my favorite chickens. I have more of my silky babies up here. So I have this cage on the top because they are about a month old now, so they are able to fly out of here if they wanted to. So I put this cage on top, and I keep a heat lamp on them usually until depending on the weather, somewhere between 4 to 8 weeks of age or so. So this heat lamp will be turning off soon for them, and they'll be moving, start more transitioning towards a bigger area and towards moving outside with their families. So these ones over here just hatched out yesterday. We just moved them over. So that's why they're really tiny and they're sleeping a lot still. So the heat lamp will be on them for quite a while. So yeah, that's these guys over here. It's a mixture of Easter eggers and laying hens, sapphire gems, things like that. And I actually think that I hear some more movement in our hatching area over here. So maybe we have some more baby chicks to move over. So let's go check. Okay. So I have the hatching area over here. So I have a bunch of different incubators set up. So I have this one right here. These are just styrofoam incubators. I have an egg turner inside of it. So chicken eggs usually take about 21 days to hatch. So they stay in here in this incubator getting turned for about 18 days, and then I move them over to this one over here. So I'll make a video later on that details more about hatching these chickens out and what to do and humidification levels and temperature, all that. But I just wanted to kind of show you our setup that we have today, and I do see a lot of movement in here. So I see some baby chicks. Ooh, we have quite a few. We had a really good hatch rate this time. So I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna move them over here under our heat lamp in with these other brand new babies. Here we go, we got new friends. Look how pretty this one is. It just hatched out. So pretty. Some of them, I mean, they're a mixture between, you know, different mamas and daddies. So, daddas. Hey, don't make fun of me. So I don't know who her parents are. I guess we'll find out when she gets a little older. She's beautiful though. So at this stage, you can't really tell if it's gonna be a boy or a girl quite yet. I mean, there's a lot of different like folklores and old wives' tales on how you can tell difference between boys and girls, but I find that a lot of them are not very accurate. So we really the only true way to know if it's a boy or girl is when they start crowing or start laying eggs. So we always have a couple rounds of chickens going on in here because we let our chickens free range, so we do lose some to predators, and we also do sell some chickens as well. So we're constantly reintroducing new ones to the new flock out there, and it's just a big circle. Okay, so that was just really a brief overview of our chickens and how we raise chickens and yeah, all of that. So if you have any questions or if you want me to go more into detail about anything that we do to care for our chickens or raise them or anything like that, just let me know, leave them in the comment section and I can make another video about it. So thank you so much for watching, everybody.